So those dogs appreciating our milder winter, just like we humans are.
That's absolutely, and what a departure we are enjoying now versus what we had a year ago at this time. Some of the coldest weather we've had in a generation last year. But right now, things are fairly tranquil. We're looking at a gray picture. Here's our Lewiston Auto camera from the studio, looking southward. A little bit of fog out there. Nothing too thick, though. Nothing as dense as some of the fog we've seen recently. And right now, winds are beginning to pick up a little bit, drawing in warmer air. So temperatures are starting to warm a bit. We had been stuck in the teens for almost an entire day. We were from mid-afternoon yesterday all the way until about 2 hours ago, still in the upper teens. Temperatures didn't change much. Now 22, the current reading. Visibility still a little bit of fog here and there. Nothing too extremely dense though. 2.5 miles Albert Lee, Rochester, 6 miles. 3 miles in Preston. Here are the numbers from last year. High temperature of 3 below zero on the 29th. But in this date, last year, we set a record for the coldest high temperature for that date, 19 degrees below zero. We were only a couple degrees from actually setting a record for the coldest ever high temperature in Rochester history. We had lows of 29 below the previous night. And then on the morning of the 31st, 30 below zero. There were some areas surrounding Rochester. A number of viewers sent in pictures of their thermometers registering 40 below zero. So that's the official number, but a lot of people had it even worse than that with the high of 3 below. But we turned the corner quickly and we got right back into the 30s. Some spots even hit 40 by Groundhog Day just after that. So we could see that pattern maybe playing itself out again over the weekend as well. Thankfully not having to come as far to get to the 40s though, as we did last year. 22 right now, a light south breeze, 11 miles per hour. It's starting to feel a little more on the breezy side. 10 the wind chill, air pressure is steady. A lot of 20s on the map right now. Rochester 22, Austin 25 degrees, Plainview 25, Rushford 26 here at high noon. Satellite radar, a lot of clouds around, but we're watching a storm system northwest of us that's going to bring that dose of snow tonight into tomorrow. Little disturbance ahead of that is going to work its way in, and by late afternoon may even trigger a spot or two of freezing drizzle initially. That may be right around 5 or 6 o'clock, just in time for the evening commute. We're tracking that now. And high-risk futurecast, this ugly pink color. Now, it's not necessarily an ugly color anywhere else, but on this map, you don't want to see that. That's an icy mixture, maybe a little freezing drizzle between around 5 and 8 o'clock. And then we quickly transition to mainly snow as more energy with that system comes in. Looking at periods of snow through the night, and most of the accumulation comes in very early tomorrow morning. We're going to pick up as much as ½ inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch of overall snowfall. So what we're facing, freezing drizzle, it changes to snow between around 5 and 8, and then periods of snow through the night until just afternoon tomorrow, and then a couple of icy patches may redevelop in time for the evening commute tomorrow. So unfortunately, having to deal with a little bit of that again. Freezing drizzle, then snow, and then we finally over the weekend break out into sunshine, have a nice little warm up. Right now, looking at gray skies, there's that mixture of freezing drizzle to snow, and then snow into the evening. Temperatures not moving much. 24 the high, will stay in the low 20s right through tonight. Here's Futurecast, gray skies. Here comes that wintry precipitation coming in for the late afternoon and evening. That spreads across the map through the night. A couple of doses of snow. Very light stuff overnight tonight, less than ½ an inch. Again, the lion's share of the snow comes in tomorrow for the morning commute, and then we'll see just a little snow holding on to the early afternoon, and then that freezing drizzle system moves out, and certainly will be dry in the skies by around 7 or 8 tomorrow evening. Still some stratus clouds to break out of, but Saturday certainly showing signs that we'll see some breaks of sunshine in the afternoon, and then a lot more sun and a lot more warmth on Sunday. That's the one to be excited about. Overnight tonight, 10th, maybe ½ inch of snow, and then tomorrow as much as maybe 3/4 of an inch to as much as about an inch of overall snowfall. And looking at more snow chances early next week, but not too many of them really. That's Tuesday with another front that brings very light snow, and then a little drop in temperatures from the 30s back to the 20s for much of next week, but still nothing obnoxiously cold and no polar vortex to talk about. Temperatures in the 20s today. A little bit of that snow mixture late in the afternoon to our western counties. Temperatures in the mid-20s in Osage and in Saratoga. That freezing drizzle still a possibility late in the day with some fog. 22 tonight, that mixture, then snow, less than ½ an inch of accumulation. And then tomorrow, less than an inch of snow overall. Most of it in the morning. That will taper off by around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. 31 the high. 7-day forecast. 30s for the weekend, and then 20s for the middle of next week. And don't forget, a week from now, or this evening anyway, it will be time for social ice. And it looks like a halfway decent day. So above zero temperatures, always a blessing, and not melting. So it's not too warm. We don't want that either.
I know it's that happy medium where you want those ice sculptures to stay intact, but you also want to be comfortable.
That's right.
Thank you, Tom.